Welcome back. We are covering 25 mistakes billionaires have made. The bigger the baller, the bigger the mistake. And number seven for this video is Larry Page. He's one of the primary figureheads, or not figureheads, but one of the primary figures at Google. And his net worth, I want to say, is about $120 billion. But before we get going and covering what one of his big mistakes was, I want to encourage you to click the positive feedback mechanism on whatever platform you happen to be watching or listening to this on. It's encouraging to me, but it also lets the platform know that it's appreciated and helps them distribute this to other like-minded folks. And best of all, it's free and doesn't take too much time to do. So thank you in advance for that, your time, your eyeballs, and just joining me today. So number seven, again, is Larry Page. And again, he's one of the those big names in Google. Like I said, his net worth is about, this is going to fluctuate always, right? About $120 billion. And it fluctuates with the stock price going up or down, or his purchases, or, whatever's going on there. But that being said, the big mistake that he and Google made was really not getting in on the social media craze as sooner than they did, right? I think they made an attempt to, purchase Friendster for $30 million back in 2003, and they didn't accept his offer. And then they also, I don't know if you remember this, but they also made kind of a half-hearted attempt for a social network called Google Circles, and I tried that out as well, and they ultimately ended up sunsetting that. I think invested a ton of money. I can't even remember how much they, time and effort and R&D and building that platform. It was kind of clunky as well when I went in there in terms of just, they were making so many changes all the time as well. So it wasn't really a great attempt. And really, I think not getting in early enough didn't allow them to really integrate what they did, which was search and data, right, into a social network platform, right? And the way that Facebook has evolved in terms of focusing on the the social media aspect and then leveraging the data. I think that it really hurt Google long term, in terms of social media and having that presence there. I can't even begin to speculate how many billions it may have cost them, but it did. And he admits it as much, right? That he didn't really get it and see it and really pursue it like he probably should have. And the one thing that I will say that Facebook has done is that they've made some very smart acquisitions, in terms of, Instagram and some other acquisitions as well. The good thing that Google did, though, and they saw this early on, was their investment in YouTube, right? And again, I think that YouTube is one of the most transformational applications out there. It's the go-to. I think it's going to ultimately end up transforming how education is done also, right? Google's my go-to. Anytime I need to figure out how to do something, I go to Google before I do anything. I don't search for it, but I go to Google, and I guarantee you can pretty much search anything on YouTube and you're probably going to find it. There's going to be that one person that has made a video on how to make fancy shoelace ties, or tie your shoes fancy, right? I mean, there's going to be somebody out there that's probably done what you're looking for. And if there isn't, you probably have a good opportunity to start a channel potentially, depending on if there's enough content. But anyway, that's going to do it. And before we go, again, I want to encourage you, if you haven't, click the positive feedback mechanism on whatever platform you're listening to this on. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, it doesn't take long and it's free to do. And we will talk to you at the next video.